Thanks, everybody. Thank you, Catherine, AEG, Kelly, and Minister Schultz for joining us today. It's great to have everybody here. My name is Shondell Sabad, and I'm a co-founder at Prairie Vertical Farms, along with Chad Rawls, who's also here. He's a co-founder. And what we're going to do is just give you a little bit of a brief overview of vertical farming, some of the things that we're doing, and then highlight why this industry is so important and how Alberta can be such a catalyst to growth in this industry. Alrighty, so I think the first thing to highlight is a lot of people are confused about vertical farming. So part of what we try to do at Prairie Vertical Farms is we want to make sure that we're educating consumers, business partners, government officials, municipalities, and pretty much anybody who will listen to us. So first of all, what is indoor vertical farming and how's it different than some of the other growing methods out there? It really, quite simply, indoor farming is growing crops in stock layers, and it can be in a sea can, could be in a big warehouse, within a controlled environment, using artificial lighting and hydroponic water systems. The huge advantages are it maximizes space. So in terms of the ability to grow inside a sea can is infinitely greater than the yields you would get from field crops. And it allows for year-round production of fresh produce, which is a huge advantage in this part of the world. So you can see from the slide what some of the other benefits are, but indoor farming, or controlled environment ag as we like to call it, differs from greenhouse growing in that we do not use sunlight. Greenhouse growers use sunlight. This makes CEA a much better suited growing method for certain crops, and specifically for leafy greens, where greenhouse growers do much better at things like vine crops, tomatoes, cucumbers, and peppers, that type of thing. So then the question is, well, why Alberta? And, very simply, water. There's a water crisis in California. Everybody's well aware of it. And what this is going to lead to, and it has started to lead to we're starting to see the effects of this, is that the state is going to be reducing, in all likelihood, exports of leafy greens out of California into Alberta. And that we're already seeing the effects of this for certain lettuces like romaine. They can be hard to get during certain times of the year, and that is 100% due to the troubles in California. So currently California supplies about 95% of leafy greens into Alberta. So disruptions due to supply constraints in California become an Alberta food security issue, not a California issue. So vertical farming is a solution, and Alberta provides a solid foundation for this industry to thrive and grow. Now a little bit about us. Not yet, Christopher. How we are addressing this challenge. We're a commercial scale farm, and we grow inside commercial warehouses. And our customer is the retail distribution center, not consumers. So we wanted to address the challenge of scale. We're focused on farming, not technology. Our challenge was finding a technology provider who would be able to satisfy our needs. Alberta does offer some unique advantages that will allow this industry to thrive here in the province, including abundant, inexpensive, and reliable energy. That is the number one requirement for this industry to thrive. Secondly, we do have a rich history of agriculture, innovation, and a very strong entrepreneurial spirit. You can flip through. This obviously dovetails very nicely into what our objectives are, which was to supply national and regional retailers with fresh, high-quality leafy greens in the quantities that they need to take deliveries directly at the warehouse. I mentioned technology earlier. It is a driver in this industry, one of the things that people spend a lot of time and money on. Our technology provider shared the same vision that we had to supply the market with what they are currently unable to get, and be the best at what we do. And as Chad and I have we preach from day one, our focus is on being the lowest cost marginal producer, not just here in Alberta, but all throughout North America. And then you can see here from the production profile, you can see that we have addressed this challenge, and we're currently the only CEA producer with the capability to supply full head romaine lettuce into the market, a product that the retailers have a real difficulty getting certain times of the year. Having positive impact is also one of the key business drivers for us. We touch 9 of the 17 UN sustainability goals. So not only are we meeting the challenges of the future, but we are also localizing production and moving the economic benefits from Southern California here to Alberta. So that's a quick summary of Prairie Vertical Farms, indoor farming, the differences between indoor farming and CEA. Thanks again to AEG for allowing us to take this opportunity. And Chad and I are always available to talk passionately about indoor vertical farming.
Congratulations, Sean and Chad.